Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips on a Tuesday. Hopefully, your day's off to a great start. We've got a great combination today. One of the national days of the day is chewing gum, National Chewing Gum Day, and that rolls into bubblegum. Bubblegum's baseball. Baseball, Major League Baseball playoffs begin today. So, does it get any better than that? This is like the start of. It's just a great run. It's Major League Baseball playoffs. There's nothing better. I mean, really, that's a bad start time, though. We'll say that. We'll go over the field in the Major League Baseball playoffs. A little disappointed in how this has worked out, but they're in, so it's a great opportunity for the Guardians and everybody else. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully your day is off to a good start. Two Monday night football games last night. Apparently, I didn't see any of the Cincinnati game, but apparently they were stomped. No Joe Burrow, no offense to defend. So just not good. Not good for the Cincinnati Bengals because they just apparently just got taken to town. Jets, Dolphins hold on and win that. They lose Tyreek Hill to a knee injury. So he's going to be out for some time. And then how about Chase, the running back from Jamar Chase, or actually, Jamar Chase. What am I saying? The running back. But the wide receiver, Jamar Chase, frustrated, basically came out and said, didn't look like we wanted it. So urgency is there, man. It's just you got to want it after the game. At the end of the day, we got to want it. Today, it didn't look like we wanted it. So, and that's the thing with Cincinnati. It's you don't have your star quarterback, Joe Burrow. You've got to find a way to get motivated to end up finding a way to win. They beat 28-3. 28-3. That's it's not showing up. But anyways, it is the Major League Baseball playoffs beginning today. Okay, Tommy T Dog. Bill contacting you from my laptop, and at home I lost my cell phone, which stinks. Oh no, that's not good. This one of the. How long has it been missing? I've done that before. I actually, I think my most famous one, if there is such a thing as a famous missing phone, I had gone to cover the Steelers and the Browns. I went to my photographer Paul's home, and we were going to ride up from there. So when I got back, I was getting in the car. It was about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was. I put my cell phone on top of the car, got in the car, and drove away. And then the next day, I'm driving up and down a street, can't find it, the whole thing, because it probably bounced in the grass. Well, apparently, someone was walking their dog, found the cell phone, took it to the police, and somehow they figured out that it was my cell phone, called the station, and we got it back. So you never know. There could be a miracle out there for your phone. Don't get me started about Joe Burrow. T-Dog not happy about that and been missing the phone for 3 days. So, yeah, it's hopefully that turns up for you. Don't give up hope. T-Dog, have you ever been in a bubblegum blowing contest? I have been, and today is National Chewing Gum Day, so this is a big day, and a big day for bubble gum and gum in general. National Chewing Gum Day, 5,000 years allegedly. Everybody's enjoying the wonderful invention of gum. So 5,000 years, people use it for enjoyment, stave off hunger, freshen your breath. In 2007, British archaeological student found a piece of gum 5,000 years old. It was gum, but it was basically made out of bark tar from a tree. But there were tooth imprints in it, and they found it in Finland. So it's one of those things where it's a big deal, because 5,000 years is a long, long time. Let's see. When I blow gum, it has to be the Mentos kind. Okay. Whatever works best for you. That's good. I like Bazooka bubble gum. I Double Bubble's always good. That's kind of Double Bubble's a pretty standard one in that it's a good chew. I usually put 2 pieces in, go from there. 1848, John B. Curtis, first commercial gum. It was called the State of Maine Pure Spruce Gum. So it was probably right off the tree. But that was the first one in 1848, the first commercially produced one. Then chewing gum improved. I didn't know this. I didn't know this because I may have forgotten about it because I wasn't chewing any gum. But allegedly, chewing gum improves your memory, reduces stress, and increases your alertness. So that's not bad. That's a lot of good stuff going on with that. T-Dog going to Sandusky tomorrow. Maybe bring some gum. Maybe you chew it along the way. Celebrate today's holiday. Enjoy your trip. Hopefully it goes well. So chewing gum, as I mentioned, improving your memory, reduces stress, increases your alertness. Chewing sugar-free gum. Sugar-free gum improves overall oral hygiene while helping to curb cravings and improve your digestion. I didn't know any of this stuff. We'll carry on in just a moment because first we have to thank Valley Converting for all that they do in terms of the 9-minute Phill-Up. We can't thank them enough for them being a part of the show. If you have paper products, make sure you take it to Valley Converting. They'll take care of you. It's located in Toronto, Ohio, the Gem City, T-Town. And let's hear from them now.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
Recycle for your future, indeed, as you can go to Toronto, Ohio, T-Town, the Gem City, to see Valley Converting. Call Mike up, say, hey, Mike, I need to do some stuff with my paper products. He'll take care of you. Now, we were talking about gum, and we were talking about Synergy Conference. Okay, nice. All right, so we have Chewing Gum Day. We've given you the history of the chewing gum. William Wrigley Jr., 1861 to 1932, founder of the Wrigley Company. You know Wrigley Field, and so it's he's involved. A lot of money and a couple of dates in history that you may or may not want to remember. If you remember the actor James Dean, the heartthrob back in the day. 1955, tragically killed in a car crash at the age of just 24. That happened in 1955. James Dean. And then here's one that's kind of fun. 1960. The Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They are the family from Bedrock. The Flintstones premiered on ABC in 1960. What premieres today? Well, what premieres today? I'm going to put that up there so I can see it. You have Major League Baseball playoffs, which is just, bubble gum and baseball. They just go hand in hand. It's a great day. It's kind of like opening day with Major League Baseball. It's one of those situations where T-Dog, absolutely correct. Wrigley Field is in Chicago. That is correct. And the Cubs will be playing tonight. So, everybody in Chicago is excited about that. So the Major League Baseball playoffs continue, or they begin, I should say. And like I said, it's like opening day. Opening day back in the spring, always exciting. Everybody's all geared up for it because it's a new hope, new chance, new beginning. So everybody's excited about that. Let's see, the playoff bracket. The Mariners are the number 2 seed in the they're the number 2 seed. Number 1 seed of Blue Jays They have a bye, and the Mariners from Seattle, they are the number 2 seed. The Mariners will play the winner of the Tigers Guardians series. Blue Jays get the Red Sox Yankees series winner. And yeah, I don't know. Brewers of Milwaukee, they'll take on the winner of the Padres and Cubs. Phillies get the winner of the Dodgers and the Reds. So the Brewers number 1 seed in the National League, Phillies number 2. They both get buys. I don't know if you want to buy. I don't know if you want to buy in Major League Baseball. It seems like when the teams get a buy and it's an extended period, it just doesn't seem to work out as well, because baseball is kind of that everyday thing. You have to keep doing it. I'll pick whoever is in the World Series. All right. Well, we shall see who's in the World Series. So today's games, the wild card games, however you want to phrase them, you have the Tigers and Guardians, Detroit and Cleveland, and that's unfortunate, I think. But that's the way the seeding worked out. But they play so many times in the regular season. They just played recently. They play at 1:00 on ESPN, so they're familiar. This should be an edgy series. I can see this one having some edge to it. Maybe some brushback pitches. Maybe someone gets hit. Maybe the dugout's empty, as they both want to win and get to the next round of the playoffs. And the Tigers look like they were going to win the division. The Guardians come all the way back and manage to just go on some great winning streaks to win the division. And what a way to win. I don't know if you saw the game on Saturday night, but a hit batsman by a pitch drives in the game-winning run. The Houston Astros, T-Dog, unfortunately, they are not in. But the Guardians, they get into the playoffs on the hit by pitch, and they come back and have a walk-off home run basically the next day. So a wild way to get there, but they win the division. They get home field. They'll play the Tigers at home. Starts at 1:00. You can see it today on ESPN. The only thing, I wish they met a little bit later because you just see the same teams against each other a lot. But that's the playoffs. You got to get in to have a chance to win it. So they're in. They have a chance. The Tigers and the Guardians. That's at 1:00. That's an American League game. San Diego Padres, Chicago Cubs at 3 p.m. on ABC. And what better way to play than a day game for the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley? So they have the lights now and everything, but Wrigley, you figure they're going to be playing a day game, and they will at 3 p.m. Shadows could be a real issue with this game, though, depending on where the sun is and all the structures around the ballpark in terms of shadows and everything like that. So that's at 3 p.m. Padres are loaded offensively. Cubs, good solid team. That's at 3 p.m. And these are all game ones. And then the big one, the rivalry game, and this one I think is too early. Like, I don't like the fact that the Tigers and Guardians are playing, and I don't really like the fact that the Red Sox and Yankees are playing. But again, this is just personal preference. I'd like to see this a little bit later in the playoffs. The Red Sox and Yankees, they play at 6 p.m. Yankees have struggled against the Red Sox this year. The Red Sox have really dominated the series. Let's see if we can figure that out. Let's see what the preview says on this one. But I'm telling you, I think this one, the Red Sox, they pretty much dominated the Yankees down the stretch. But it's a new season. Let's see. They play game 1 today, game 2, game 3. So they play 3 games in a row. I don't know if they're all going to be at 6. I don't know. I'm trying to see what the series was this year. All right. Return. Okay. Best 3. Tiebreaker. Silence. It's what everybody wants in a podcast. Oh, wow. One of the highlights of Yankees and Red Sox games are New York's Greg Nettles separating the shoulder of pitcher Bill Lee during the 1976 brawl. Set off when Lou Piniella collided with catcher Carlton Fisk. I remember that like it was yesterday. Bucky Dent's 3-run home run over the Green Monster in 78, breaking up the winning, basically taking the AL East tiebreaker. Pedro Martinez shoving Yankees coach Don Zimmer to the ground in 2003 ALCS. Aaron Bleepin Boone's 11th inning walk-off home run off of Tim Wakefield in Game 7 a few days later. Alex Rodriguez, Jace Varitek setting off a brawl in 2004. In July, Dave Roberts stealing second base in the 2004 AL Championship Series. It started the first comeback from a 0-3 postseason deficit. They came all the way back to win that one. Kurt Schilling's bloody sock, few games. So it's a great rivalry. New York and Boston 12-12 in postseason play, but the Red Sox have won 8 of the last 9 games. 8 of the last 9 games starting in 2004. So, and let's see, Boston this year won the series 5-4, going 5-2 at Yankee Stadium. So the Red Sox, they've gotten it done at Yankee Stadium. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. That's why I'm watching Pat McAfee on YouTube. AJ Hawk will smoke more cigars if the Reds win. I would think. I don't know if he's a Reds fan, but if he's a Reds fan, he does like to smoke a cigar. So Yankees, Red Sox at 6 o'clock. That's a classic matchup. You never know what's going to happen there. And then a bit of a classic matchup coming back. I remember these series from back in the 70s when the Dodgers and the Reds were two of the best teams in the National League, seemed like year in, year out. Cincinnati and the LA Dodgers, the Big Red Machine back in the day, and then the Dodgers went late in the 70s to play the Yankees in the World Series after the Reds swept the Yankees. Reds beat the Red Sox in the Classic World Series. So should be very, very interesting. Major League Baseball on National Chewing Gum Day. So grab some bubble gum, sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy a game or two. T-Dog checking back in. Bill, you should know who was that hothead Reds pitcher from a long time ago. Well, one of them was Rob Dibble, who I actually played some Legion baseball and high school baseball against when I grew up. He's from Connecticut. He's from Southington, Connecticut. And I was from Farmington. We happened to play each other. That's one of them. But, he was a heck of a pitcher. What an arm. Big power arm. One of the nasty boys. So he could get after it a little bit. Big guy, threw really, really hard. Didn't back down from anybody. I'm sure they would love to have him in the bullpen if he was, 25 again. But unfortunately, his playing days are a few days ago. So it's going to be an interesting playoffs again. Detroit Tigers, Cleveland Guardians, they get it started. First pitch at 1 o'clock on ESPN. If you're looking to watch the game, then the San Diego Padres, Chicago Cubs at 3 in the afternoon on ABC. Then the Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees at 6 in the evening on ESPN. Cincinnati Reds, Los Angeles Dodgers at 9 tonight. The Major League Baseball playoffs begin, and it is it's going to be fabulous. So I may be watching a lot of baseball over the next few days as the playoffs get started. It's magnificent. Every pitch, the intensity is so much higher. It's just fantastic. So it's one of those things where if you love baseball, the playoffs are absolutely spectacular. If you don't love baseball and you sit down and watch the intensity, it may grab you and you may start to enjoy it, or maybe you'll just go, I can't. It moves too slow, whatever the case may be. But I love baseball, so it's going to be one of those things where I will thoroughly enjoy it for over the next few weeks. And again, the Cleveland Guardians and Cincinnati Reds, as we sit here in Ohio, both in the playoffs this year. So the two major league teams from the state of Ohio, both in the playoffs. And again, it all starts today. First pitch. I hit the wrong button there. First pitch, 1 o'clock. Detroit Tigers, Cleveland Guardians. Let's see. Let's pick the series. I'm going to go. Ooh, Guardians are hot. They got in. Are they going to be? Who are we going to pick here? So I'm going to go Guardians, Padres, Yankees, Dodgers for those first 4 series. Dodgers over the Reds, Yankees over the Red Sox. I don't know why I'm picking the Yankees over the Red Sox. Well, I grew up a Yankees fan, but yeah, so I have to. Padres over the Cubs and the Guardians a winner over the Tigers. Forgot to tell you 2 wrestlers from WWE coming to Bellsville Saturday. All right. Well, enjoy that when they get there. T-Dog, greatly appreciate you checking in today. I want to thank Valley Converting again for all that they do for the 9-Minute Phill-Up. And until next time, everybody, remember the 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best.